What's up, y'all? I wanted to share one of my favorite LinkedIn prospecting strategies. This is something that I've been using for a long time, and I've seen it work pretty much across the board for a bunch of different types of companies and solutions. And the idea is to prospect people who are following relevant influencers in your industry and in your niche. And so the way you do this is you start by finding, obviously, influencers in your niche. And if you don't know who that is, let's just say, for example, I sell a solution for RevOps. I would just go to Google and type in RevOps influencers and then go down until you find an article and then find somebody who looks relevant to what you sell. So we'll take this Jeff Ignacio guy here. And now what you're going to do is you're going to go into LinkedIn and on the search bar, type in the type of prospects, as in the job titles that you want to go after and that you normally prospect. So in this example, we're going to say revenue operations are the type of prospects and job titles that I want to go after. So you're going to type that in. Then you're going to go to people. And then not a lot of people realize this, but there are a ton of filters in LinkedIn's standard search functionality. And so if you go to all filters, now you can type in followers of. So now I'm going to paste in this Jeff Ignacio guy. I'm going to click show results. And now I have a list of 1,300 people, RevOps people, who are specifically following Jeff. I can filter this down even further by specific companies, locations, or get even more detailed with the specific job title if I don't want to just start with this 1,300 list of people. But to take this step a little bit further, what I would normally do is then go to this influencer's profile. So type in Jeff Ignacio here. And then I'm going to find a recent post that he made. Alrighty, so once you find your influencer, go to their recent posts, and I will take his last example here. Let's see what he's talking about. So retention rate, renewal rate, they're not the same. Okay, so now what you want to do is find a post that is obviously these are influencers. They're supposedly providing value through their content. You want to find a post that the topic of it relates to a problem you solve. So let's say I sold some sort of software that helps with retention rate, renewal rate, customer success, etc., and I'm targeting revenue operations folks. I can then take this post and write a message that's something along the lines of like, hey, so-and-so, I see you and I both follow Jeff Ignacio on LinkedIn. Not sure if you saw his recent post around retention and renewal rate, but he shared some really good insights. Here's a link to the post. And then tie that into your value proposition. So this is essentially a way to manufacture warmth in your cold emails, in your cold calls, and your LinkedIn messages by creating that icebreaker, that familiarity right from the beginning of your message. Now, I just talked about the messaging and the overall strategy, but how to tactically do this in the most effective way that I like to do is using a Chrome extension called Magical. And so essentially what I can do now is just open up each of these profiles, and instead of going one by one, having to research every single person, I can just go through, open up all of these. My browser's a little bit slow. Alrighty, and once I have these prospects actually opened up, and again, I can just go through page by page, open up as many as possible. I can actually just use this Chrome extension, which is completely free. I started using it a couple weeks ago, and push all of these either into a spreadsheet where I can then research them on the spreadsheet and push them into my sequencer, or I can push them directly into my CRM. Basically, what Magical lets you do is push any piece of data from one place to another place automatically without having to, manually copy and paste information. And so what I can do here is pull over the relevant fields that I want, like job title, company name, etc. And then waiting for that to load. All I have to do is click transfer. I can transfer it to an existing spreadsheet that I have. Again, I can transfer it to my CRM if I'd like to. All you have to do is pop open your CRM. But in this example, I'm going to click transfer to a new spreadsheet. And now what it allows you to do is actually push all of these open tabs into that new spreadsheet. So I'm going to click all tabs. Give that a second to load. Forgive me for my slow laptop, everybody. Cool. So just like that, literally everybody is in here. I have their job title, company, etc. And what I like to do at this point now is I actually use a tool called Prospeo where I can just push these LinkedIn URLs into Prospeo. It'll find all my emails for me, and I can start sending out emails just like that. or I can upload this into a tool like Dripify and start just sending out automated LinkedIn messages. But again, Magical is a really impactful tool for me, specifically when I'm doing LinkedIn prospecting, because I don't want to have to go one by one by one. It allows me to just open all these in a new tab. And sometimes I'll even just push it straight into my CRM if I'm prospecting out of that as well. So check out Magical, completely free tool. Again, hopefully you guys found some value in this walkthrough. Let me know if you want me to do similar end-to-end walkthroughs of my prospecting strategies, but definitely try this one out, prospecting people who are following relevant influencers. This is a really good strategy that I've seen work time and time again.